It's a cold, miserable March day in Moscow, 1951. Tchaikovsky Concert Hall. Your name is David Bronstein. At the age of 27, you've recently taken the chess world by storm, winning the Soviet Chess Championship twice, the Seltschibaden Incidental, and most recently, the Budapest Candidates Tournament. This earned you the right to challenge the Titan, world champion Mikhail Botvinnik. However, this task hasn't seemed to faze you. You've just taken a one-game lead in the match by winning a well-played endgame with the black pieces. But in the sixth game, you're faced with this position. What do you play? Your next move will haunt you forever. White is up a knight, but needs to find a way to stop the black e-pawn from queening. It is also evident that the white knight will be needed in this effort, because the black king can support the e-pawn's queening square before the white king can occupy it, as you can see by these arrows. If white is able to sacrifice the knight for the e-pawn, this should be enough to draw, provided the king can stop the a-pawn. Unfortunately, Bronstein started with the move King c2. He only considered the move King f3 in response, which is drawn after knight f7, threatening a check on e5, and the knight could then get to d3. However, there is more than one path to the f2 square, and after the move King g3, which cuts out checks from both e5 and from d4, Bronstein had to resign. There's no way to stop e2 and king f2 in either order on the next two moves, and the knight is too far away with no saving checks to prevent the promotion. Instead, the only drawing move was the natural knight e6 check, followed by knight d4. Now white is in time to sacrifice the knight, and the resulting pawn endgame is clearly drawn. After, for example, king f2, king a4, attacking the a-pawn, e2, knight e2, king e2, king a5, this will be drawn. Black is down a pawn for the moment, but will be able to recapture both of these white pawns for the loss of his b-pawn, and white can defend these pawns, for example, but then it's not making any progress, b6, for example, and the game will be drawn. Bronstein would never recover from this tragic miscalculation. He lost game 7 as well, and despite a late rally, the match was drawn, which in those days meant the champion retained the title. This was the closest he'd ever come. Bronstein qualified for 2 further candidates tournaments, but both times he narrowly missed out on another championship match, as Vasily Smyslov twice emerged victorious. Arguably the greatest player to never win chess's Holy Grail, Bronstein left an indelible mark on chess history through his contributions to opening theory, chess writings, and dozens of brilliant games. This blunder serves as a chilling reminder about the danger of making assumptions in chess, and how a whole career can, however unfairly, forever be defined by a single error.